Home Tales of the World. Bremen Town Musicians. World Tales. The Tale of the Bremen Town Musicians. Once upon a time, a man had a donkey. These donkey sacks took them to the mill for years without getting tired. But he no longer had any strength, he was useless. The owner did not want to feed him in vain. The donkey also sensed that things were not going well, took his head off, took the road to Bremen. He thought he could be a town musician there. So the donkey went a long way, the creek and the hill went straight. He met a hunting dog lying at full length on the road. The animal was panting like dogs tired of running. The donkey asked, "What are you breathing? Let me look at you, Watchman Dad." "Dog. Don't ask," he said, "I'm old. I am getting weaker day by day. My owner wanted to kill me because I couldn't run on the hunt. So I escaped. I don't know how to fill my stomach from now on." "Donkey. Shall I tell you something?" he said. "I am going to Bremen. I will be a town musician. Come with me, you join the band. I play the lute, you drum." The dog likes this suggestion. The two of them set out together. It hasn't been long. They saw a cat on the side of the road. There were 1,000 pieces falling from the cat's face. "Donkey. What is that? Is your job too messed up, old Palabiak?" said. "How can one be cheerful when fires are burning in his head? I'm older now. My teeth have hardened. Instead of chasing rats, I sit behind the stove and doze off. That's why my wife wanted to throw me into the water and drown. I escaped, but the last regret is useless. Where should I go now? Come with us. It is known that you understand music. Once you get there, you'll be a town musician." The cat welcomed this promise and set out with them. While these three fugitives were passing by a farm, they saw a rooster screeching above the door of the salonlik. "Donkey. Your voice penetrates the marrow of the bone." "What's wrong, my dear?" said Cockerel. "I told you the weather would be nice. Today is our beloved lady's day. Christkind had washed his shirt. He wants to dry it. But tomorrow is Sunday, guests will come. That's why the lady told the cook without pity. He's going to eat my soup tomorrow. Anyway, my head will fly tonight. At least I thought I'd scream until my throat was torn." "Donkey. Poor Colonel," he said, "so it is better to come with us. We are going to Bremen. Wherever you are, you can find something better than death. Your voice is beautiful. If we all sing together, it will be a nice thing for sure." Rooster liked this suggestion. The four of them set off together. They could not reach Bremen in one day. In the evening they came to a forest. They said, "Let's spend the night here." The donkey and the dog were lying under a big tree. The cat and the rooster also climbed into the branches, but the rooster found the top branches safer and flew there and perched. The rooster looked around once more before falling asleep. He seemed to see a small light in the distance and called out to his friends. "Light is visible, there must be a house nearby," said Donkey. "Then let's get up, let's go there right away. He said he is not comfortable here." The dog thought he would like it if he found a few pieces of bone, some meat there. Thereupon, they set out towards the side where the light was. As it got closer, the brightness of the light increased. Finally, they arrived at the house where the bandits were sheltering. Since the biggest donkey among them was the donkey, he approached the window and looked inside. The rooster asked, "What do you see, Daddy?" "Donkey. What am I seeing? Said. A table set up. All kinds of food and drink are on it. The bandits are sitting and having fun. Cockerel. Just a job for us, he said. Donkey. Oh, don't ask, brother. What would it be like if we were at the head of that table? How do we get the bandits out of here? A voice came out of every head. Finally, they found a solution. The donkey will raise its front legs and lean it against the window. The dog will climb on the donkey's back. The cat will climb on the dog. The rooster will also fly, land on top of the dog. They did as they said. Then, when someone gave a signal, they began to sing in unison. The donkey brayed, the dog barked, the cat meowed, the rooster crowed. Then they rushed in through the window. When the bandits heard this terrible shout, they jumped into the air. They must have thought a ghost had entered. They left the house and began to flee towards the forest. It was then that the 4 dudes sat at the table and attacked the bandits' leftovers. They snacked on food as if it had been hungry for 40 years. When the 4 musicians finished their work, they turned off the light. Everyone looked for a place where they could feel comfortable. The donkey lay on the manure, the dog behind the door, the cat next to the hot ash on the stove, and the rooster on a perch. As they were road-tired, they all fell asleep soon after. It's past midnight. The bandits looked from afar. There is no light in the house anymore. It is silent all around. Leaders. We shouldn't have stepped on the cork for nothing, but it happened. Said. He sent one of them there and had the house looked after. The sent man found everything quiet and went into the kitchen. He wanted to light the lamp. Your cat, he mistook his glowing eyes for burnt fire, took a sulphurous garbage and wanted to ignite it in the fire. But does the cat understand the joke? He immediately threw it in the man's face and left him in the rake. The bandit was terrified and wanted to run out of the back door, but the dog lying there attacked him and bit his leg. As the man fled from the yard by stepping on the manure, the donkey swung its hind legs at a considerable double. The rooster that wakes up to these noises says, "Oh, oh, oh, oh." He started to sing as much as he could. The bandit ran as far as he could and came to the ringleader out of breath. He said, "Don't ask, a terrible witch lives in the house." He hissed in my face, scratching my face with his long nails. There's a guy standing in front of the door. He has a wedge in his hand. It stabbed my leg. In the courtyard lies a caraconcalas. He beat me with an oak stick. The judge sits on the roof, bring me that slapstick. He shouted from bar to bar. I barely escaped from them. After that day, the bandits did not dare to enter the house again, but this place was very pleasing to the 4 Bremen musicians. They didn't want to get out of here anymore.